today we're going to be talking about, in my opinion, one of the most important areas of our business, QNet, network marketing. As you know, if you talk to anyone who has been in network marketing for the longest time, the first thing they're going to say is, alright, the plan, the company, the product, alright, they talk about the credibility of the company. You guys go out there and you show the plan to many people, talking about many things. But ultimately, right, network marketing itself, QNet itself, is just a vehicle. It's a concept. It's an opportunity. Alright, and as you know, an opportunity means nothing unless you do something about it. Right? I'm sure you have hundreds of thousands of downlines in your downlines who are not working as hard as you think they should. And naturally what you do, you go down, you push them, you try to motivate them, you give them more information, more material, right, hoping that they get switched on. Now I started QNet 7 years ago at a very young age of 23. I didn't have much knowledge or much experience in doing business on my own. But one thing which my teachers, Mr. Vijay, Mr. Ganesha, Japa, taught me was basically, Patman, is not about the knowledge. It's not about the skill. Right? It's not about the 33250. Right? Ultimately, it's about you. It's about you and what you do and how you do things. Now, today I'm going to be talking about 3 things, which in my opinion was a turning point in my career in QNet. It was a turning point which made me into a, young, not so successful networker, into today an international businessman, an international networker, and very successful. And this 3 thing was taught to me by my mentor, Mr. Vijay Ishwar, our leader, our visionary. And he shared these 3 things, and when I went back home that day and I thought about it, and I said, wow, ultimately, if only I could share and teach these 3 things to all my downlines, alright, my network would explode big time. Okay? Now, these 3 things revolves not around particular knowledge or skill, but it's about you. So you're sitting there right now listening to me. I want you to seriously open your mind, empty your cup, open your heart, and accept this thing I'm going to share with you. Now, in life or in networking, if you look at the 8 basic building blocks, for example, the first main block I talk about is the dream. Alright? In my opinion, you don't exist if you don't have a dream. Or there's no purpose of our existence without this thing called a dream. Now, a dream is usually not well accepted by society today. You ask them, what's your dream? They get uncomfortable because most people have never thought about it since they were 16, 17 years old. They get sucked into the so-called reality, alright, and they no longer have the power or the capability of dreaming. Now, Mr. Vijay used a different word, which I think will be much more acceptable when you're talking to your downlines or your prospect. He used the word called compelling reason. Now, if you look at these 2 words itself, it's so powerful. Now, reason, as you know, can be defined as a dream, a purpose, something you want to achieve, a reason why you're doing something. In our business, your reason is your dream, the things you want. Alright, a better lifestyle, a better life for your kids, a better university for your kids, even a brand new car, okay, or a home, or just traveling around the world, or never having to worry about money anymore. Alright, now, the reason why he told me compelling reason, because he told me a lot of people out there have this thing called the reason. Right? You throw a stone today, you'll hit somebody who will ultimately, if you push them a little bit, share with you their dreams. Okay, they all have this dream. Oh, Padman, I want a house, I want a car, I want a better life, I want to buy a Rolex. Right? But Mr. Vijay said, Padman, if this reason is not compelling, people don't do anything about it. Alright? Compelling, if you look at the word compelling, is to push you forward, compel you to do something, forcing you to do it. Alright, so the first step in understanding yourself and understanding what you need to do in this business is basically identifying your compelling reason. A reason or a dream which keeps you awake every night. Not something you dream about when you're asleep. Alright, a reason which keeps you going, keeps you out there. Alright, pushing yourself. Okay, not realizing how tired you get because you're so focused on this compelling reason. Right? Now, just to help you understand, let me share my life. Okay, as most of you know, I grew up poor my whole life. Right? I struggled through my life. I worked. I put myself through college with 3 or 4 part-time jobs at the same time. And I graduated. When I graduated and started working, I realized that the normal life of earning a salary, alright, which people don't pay you much today, will never bring me to a point where I can achieve my compelling reason. Now, I thought my compelling reason was a Lexus, a Mercedes, a BMW, the watches, the lifestyle. But after a while in networking, I realized that those dreams and reasons of mine were very strong, very powerful. I have nothing against material dreams, right? But it wasn't compelling me as much as I thought it would. And then later on, when I spent more time with VJ, Kurt, Japa, alright, I realized that, Patman, what's your compelling reason? What's driving you to go out there every day, show the plan, get rejected, come back home, go out there again, handle your downlines, travel to countries you've never heard of, like Azerbaijan, land there and do networking. And I realized ultimately that in my life, alright, for the longest time, I've never changed or affected people's lives much. I led a very selfish life. It was about Patman and some people very close to me. After spending time with my teachers, I realized there's much more to life than this. Alright, that one day I will die, like all of us will. If you have a secret formula, email me. Alright, if you can live forever. But ultimately, I made a decision at the turning point that Patman Senati Raja will not die as a nobody. He has to leave a mark. We have to make a difference in as many lives as we can. And after about 2 or 3 years of networking, earning a lot of money, fulfilling my dreams, my material dreams, I realized then my purpose was much more bigger. Alright, my compelling reason was to go out there and change as many lives, because I know there are many Patmans out there. I know there are many Giris, Devs, Rosli, Satis out there, alright, who have a dead-end job, who come back home frustrated, and at the end of the month, they have no money. Not even enough to buy something for their kids. And I realized, Patman, stop being selfish. We have a fantastic business tool called QNet, alright, and it's no use keeping it with you in your house. You got to go out there and share, touch lives. Like Mr. Vijay told me, alright, the only secret of achieving your dreams is helping many people around you achieve their dreams. And that's a fact. So you have to sit down today after watching this. You got to sit down, think about your compelling reason. Alright, what is driving you every day? Some of you are out there showing 10 plans a day. Some of you are showing 5 plans a day. And some of you are showing 1 plan a week. And some of you, sad to say, are showing 1 plan a month. You know the difference between among all of you? Alright? It's not your upline. It's not some material desire. It's that you have identified your compelling reason. The guy is out there showing 10 plans a day, has identified a reason in his life, alright, which is keeping him going, which is pushing him, alright, lighting his fire, alright, putting him in a mental state of mind that there's no more excuses. Alright, just do it, no matter what it takes. Now this compelling reason, right, you should sit down one of these days with your core leaders or some of your downlines and ask them this question: what's your compelling reason? I guarantee you, only 1 out of 10 of them will be able to give you an answer in 2 seconds. The rest of them will be looking up, looking around. Compelling reason, Patman, I'm not sure what it's about. You see, ultimately, our business, if you don't have a reason big enough, if you don't have a reason which is compelling you forward, nothing happens. Alright? And you have to understand that this concept of compelling reason is something very personal. I cannot tell you what your compelling reason is. We can't do it in a training. We can't do a module where I say, okay, you changing the world, you changing your kids, you buying a better house for your wife, so your wife quits your job and become a full-time mother. I can't do that for you. Even Mr. Vijay could not do it for me. But what Mr. Vijay did, he gave me a key to open my mind and for once really think of this concept of compelling reason. Right? So today, I hope after watching this is a turning point in your life where you really sit down and think, actually Patman was right. What is my compelling reason? What is driving me every day? Alright, and that compelling reason is there right in front of your face, in your mind. Wherever you go, you're thinking about it. Alright, let me give you an example. There are many times in network marketing where you get tired. Right? As you know, I never believe in this concept of getting tired. I believe the mind controls the body, not the other way around. Right? But there's many times after a long day of showing 15 plans, doing 2 trainings, I come back home and I sit down, and you know your bed upstairs is calling you, partner, and come, take a nap, sleep, alright, and you're tempted. And then I get a phone call of one of my leaders. Alright, Giri picks up the phone and says, hey bro, there's 7 people in my house, they're switched on, this is 3 in the morning, can you come over? Alright, and then what's going to get you to stand up, overcome your tiredness, get in your car, drive there and speak to people till 6 in the morning? To me, it was my compelling reason. My compelling reason defies logic. Alright, my compelling reason makes me think at a higher level than the rest of the world. Okay, think about it. Logically, a lot of people tell me, Patman, I work full time, I do networking part time. It's illogical for me to show 5 plans a day because I get back home at 8. Alright, you know why he says that? He hasn't found his compelling reason. Remember this statement: compelling reason defies logic. Compelling reason doesn't allow you to be tired. Compelling reason makes you think bigger. Alright, because you know there's something you are achieving, there's something you're working towards, there's something you're pushing yourself to. Right? So a lot of people look at how I work and they tell me, Patman, you're crazy, you sleep for 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, you travel all over the planet, why are you doing this? And I sit down and I look at the guy and I want to give the traditional networking answer. Oh, I'm doing it for my car, my vision, you know. But to me, it's my compelling reason. My compelling reason today, alright, I am financially free. I've reached a level of success where I can retire tomorrow, go and sit on the beach and drink mango juice. But I'm not doing that. Alright, Vijay, Kurt, Japa, today can buy anything they want, live anywhere they want and just watch the sunset every day. But they're not doing it because their compelling reason is beyond material needs. Our compelling reason in the V partners, the leaders worldwide, is believing in what Vijay shared. That is ultimately rhythm, raising yourself to help mankind. And Vijay says, Patman, if there's not enough people like us out there who want to touch many lives with QuestNet, who want to go out there, right, get people financially free, help them achieve their compelling reasons. We need more people like that. My compelling reason today is to keep trucking along, no excuses, and change as many lives as I can and touch as many lives as I can. Just a few days ago, I was presenting to somebody who's a working class man, 2 kids, traditional family, maxed out credit cards, like most of you watching this, alright, living basically hand to mouth, you know, alright, and I showed him the plan. And after showing him the plan and talking about our dreams and compelling reasons, he looked at me and he said, you know, Patman, today is a very sad day for me. I thought, okay, he's not going to sign up. And I said, why? He said, you know, Patman, the saddest thing is I'm seeing this at the age of 46. I should have seen it when I was 19 years old. I was just waiting for somebody to come into my life and make me realize this. Now the guy signed up. I don't know whether it's going to be our top earner. I don't know whether it's going to sign up 5,000 people tomorrow. But all I know is at that moment of time, I touched his life. I made him realize something he hasn't realized for 46 years. That's my compelling reason. Going out there and changing lives and giving hope to people who lost it. Right now, you may not have this compelling reason the day you sign up. Because the day I signed up,